hand.
Oxygen.
So for like the next like 2 months, whenever Ireland's character would like, what was it like? You would say oxygen, or you would like breathe heavily or something, just like randomly, just like.
You went literally insane.
And then, like, what was it? You fucking jumped into the mouth of a dragon or something?
Yeah, and then I cut my fucking way out of it.
What the fuck?
From the intestines out.
No, I thought that's how you died.
No, you guys fucking left me, and I got fireballed like 3 times by a fucking dragon or a dinosaur or something.
Oh, yeah, you got ate by the dinosaur. You use that thing where you take damage to do extra stuff, and then you got ate by a T-Rex.
I would stab myself, and then I'll do like 3 times more damage or some bad shit.
Oh.
So he took away like half his health, and then he took like a massive amount of damage from getting eaten, and he died.
I thought I got like fucking disintegrated by fire, and I was just a pile of ash, and you guys just like...
That might have been after.
That was a shame.
That might have been afterwards.
Oh.
After you battled out of the T-Rex.
I remember I jumped into the mouth because we were trying... What? Me or you or someone tried to fucking sneak... It was Chris. Me and Chris snuck in for what the dinosaur. We snuck into its mouth. Wow.
Snuck into its
mouth. Yeah, we fucking snuck in.
Jesus
and then I was dying from acid, and so anytime I took acid damage, I would deal like a bunch of damage. And so I sat in its stomach and just killed it from the inside. And then I clawed my way out of it.
That's a funny way to fucking beat a creature. That's like cheesing the boss in a game, dude.
Oh man, I remember we were trying to run away from that one boss because we were supposed to die or something happened.
Oh,
and everyone lived but me, the person who ran away.
I jumped into the lava.
Yeah, I fell into lava. From 300 feet up.
Wasn't there one person that didn't leave? I can't remember. It was because I think all of us made new characters. Yours died. Mine, I jumped into the lava because the big demon dragon thing fell into the lava, and I jumped into the lava to kill it, but I melted and died because I was a warforged. So I went to go kill it and died just because I wanted to make a new character.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to Talon and Aiden because they came back with new characters. Talon was like the sun man, and Aiden was a axe. Remember that?
I guess.
Aiden's character could turn into a weapon.
Oh yeah, and they used each other.
And then Talon, when it was the daytime, he was a massive, beefy bastard that dealt a massive amount of damage because it was daytime. And then Aiden dealt extra damage because he's a magic axe person.
So they like a Soul Eater shit.
Yeah, so he would hit someone, and they would just take 2 people's worth of damage plus a massive amount of bullshit abilities.
Jesus.
And I was like, they would just hit someone and they would die. It was fucking stupid. The only thing is, whenever it was nighttime, Talon would just be like a shitty human with like god awful stats and that couldn't do anything. But he just had the ability to make it daytime. So it's just like, what the fuck's the point of you being weak if you can just make yourself strong?
I really wanted to continue the campaign when we fucking... Because I was the
Birdman, and I was the crazy wizard man.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember that
one.
I was like an old... I had like an old wizard that was completely insane. I had a backstory that I didn't tell anyone about. That he was like a great like advisor wizard for this great kingdom. Then something happened and his mind split apart and there became 2 of them. One evil, not evil, like one that's like super like calm, normal, and he casts spells like a normal person. And the other one's like the imaginative, crazy part that, like, you know,
almost like
basically made him the great
miner.
Yeah, and he fucking was completely insane, and he would run around. And I asked my sister, the DM, I was like, so whenever I cast a spell, can I just roll a d6? If it's a 1, I cast a spell on myself, or if I roll a 6, I deal double damage. And she's like, that's stupid. Okay. So like multiple times, I just like cast a spell, and it's like I cast fireball. Fucking explode. Fucking explodes. And then what was it? I would very often just shit myself in the middle of a conversation. Or like whenever I got scared, I would shit myself, or something weird would happen.
Just impulsively.
Yeah, I would just like shit myself randomly. So it was like we found this like dungeon or like this keep and I went downstairs and I found this fucking dude. I just fucking shit myself when I saw him.
And then I became what was it? Fucking Croca, the bird people. Who was a monk, so I did a fucking like karate and shit.
Oh, the
but I had
bird
his
monk.
accent because he raised me from an egg because I was like 13, which is almost like adulthood in their fucking timeline. And so I was like 13, master karate. He was like golly, like that.
Oh, it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Stupid. Like, we didn't do anything after that last fight. It was just like, we found a house. Let's make it look nice and stuff.
That was what I left off with.
That's when all of us left off. We
We
stopped. It was because we were trying to do it over Discord, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because usually what happens is when there's downtime, like with me at least, I'll kind of like fuck and talk with Ireland and like do shit, or like just giggle about shit and see what people are doing. It's a lot easier to focus on what's going on when you can see it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just like. Sometimes I'd be playing Hoy or some shit as the thing is going on, so I'd like just listen in the background to pay slightly attention. But it was like,
it's like you have an hour and a half. Like someone goes off and does something else. It's like, well, we're gonna go into town and do something completely off of what you guys are gonna do. And we're like, well, we don't want to do that, I guess. So we'll sit at home and fix up the place. And Bailey's like, okay, while you guys are fixing up the place, Aiden in town. It's like. There goes 2 hours of you just sitting there. I couldn't sit in my house because I don't have internet, so I went down to like the lake. We used my phone, and it was like pretty bad audio too. And I was just sitting in my truck, just like
2 hours
for like 2 hours doing fucking nothing. I was like, the fuck, god damn it, just nothing to do. So eventually I was fucking done, and then like once or twice someone didn't show up, so just like we stopped doing it.
Yeah.
It was really fun, but it just felt like the only problem I had with the campaign, like the actual when we played, was it felt like one of the people in our group's character was just too strong. Not counting Chris's, because that one was just funny. Another person in our group just too strong. And no one could touch them, and couldn't do anything with them. So they just win every fight on their own, and we couldn't. There wasn't much point in us doing anything. My whole character was built around killing people 1v1. So I would walk up to someone and just attack them, and I would deal a shit ton of extra damage, and I could attack multiple times a turn. So just keep fucking hitting people, and they couldn't hit me very well. That was the whole plan. And this other character did it better, and he had AOE. I was like, God damn it!
And
so
I wanted to make the monk character, but there's a way of the drunken fist or drunken something.
Yeah.
So like you spend a key point, which is that little power that you do, and like anytime anyone would try to punch you, and they miss, you could spend a key point and direct that punch into someone else. So I wanted to be like
within 5 feet.
Yeah. So I wanted to like be in a group of people and then have an insane fucking AC that they'll always miss. And then just spend a bunch of key points and have them just hit the shit out of each other.
That would have worked great, because in the one campaign we had one character, he died in like one turn because he was retarded. There was a big group of ghouls, like 15 of them. They all saw him, and his plan was like, all right, I'm gonna run over there, guys, and I'm gonna like they're all gonna hit me, and then you guys can like do your shit. He uses his like Minotaur ability to move and then like move twice. So he fucking, like, moves or wherever all the way into the fucking ghouls, and he charged, and he hit, like, 2 of them. And then 15 ghouls proceeded to stab him to death, each one dealing, like, 4 damage, and then he died. And it's like,
God damn.
Why did you do that? He's like, I thought it would be good. I'm like, no.
Like a bowling pin kind of thing.
No, it's not a good idea to run into a million enemies when you don't have an AoE. He's like, I thought I would live. It's like, no, you're not gonna live. You're like level 3.
You're not gonna live.
You're like level 3 charging into a horde. Doesn't make any sense.
It's good shit. I miss D&D, but we don't do it. I can't do it because I work.
We might switch it to Sundays just because Ash is gonna work out of town. We might switch it to Mondays, which will mean
Sundays.
I ate your character, so you'll have to make a new one. But
Yeah.
The only thing with
Canon, I ate your character.
You're very delicious. I mean,
You don't work on Sundays, do you?
Nope, that's one day I fucking set off.
Day.
That's exactly.
Absolute one day.
So I'm trying to convince my other group to move it to Mondays, just so that we can do it on Sundays, because that would work fine for me as well. Those are my 2 days off. They both consist of D&D, and that's it.
Gotcha.
Kind of sucks, but it's fun. I like D&D, but I don't like it that much, to be honest. To do it for like 2 separate 4 hours a week.
Yeah,
right. And I set Sunday just aside for Trinity because at the point she was always working, but now that I'm working 50 fucking hours a week, so she doesn't have to work because she's stressed out about working whatever shit. So now I have a job, so she doesn't have to work. Also, I get extra bonus pay for working from the government. So I'm like, cool, I can single-handedly fill this entire house for any bills or whatever shit. So you can relax, and then now that she can relax, with the one day I get off, so I made for her, she hangs out with some other people. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, all right, cool. I guess I'll do something else.
Yeah, D&D would be. It's fun having old Ireland in the D&Ds because
I don't know.
Just make Ireland do shit. That's always the main thing with Ireland is you make his character do shit and everyone goes along with it except Ireland. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, we'll have Ireland do this, and everyone's like, yeah. And Ireland's like, no, I don't want to. We're like,
well, what was that? It's a fucking the druid, the sea druid, because I want to be like a sea fucking side druid, whatever person. A seaweed, they called me seaweed or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I was seaweed green. And what was it? Chris's last wish was to absorb all the bones from the entire city to be a fucking skeletal giant. And I had the initiation or whatever to knew what the fuck was going to happen. So I spent 7 turns running as far away from this town I could do. Then they chased me down.
I had flying, and I was flying at 60 feet a turn. Chris was running at the same speed. And Ireland is monk running almost as fast as we are, but we're slowly catching up.
I'm like, oh god. And then they caught me, and I'm like, oh, and then I fogged, and I tried to sneak away while they're all in the cloud dust.
Just
then,
hold.
Yeah, I'm like, shit.
I was like, don't run away.
I'm
you're
please God,
okay,
no.
I won't run away. And I'm like, okay. I stopped holding you and you fucking run away. Chris just grabs you or whatever. We tied you up and put you on Chris's back. We're like, you're coming with us now. You're a part of our group.
I'm like, please no.
For no reason in particular. That was
well, you promised we'll give you anything you want. I'm like, whatever my character would want because he likes the sea or some bullshit. So I'm like, I want a whole coastline. That's what I wanted.
We're like, okay, we'll get you one.
Yeah.
Okay,
a whole
there you
coastline
go.
to myself.
My favorite thing to roleplay was always Aiden's kobold, cleric kobold.
Yeah, fucking.
He. The only reason he was a Tempest cleric was because he got zapped by lightning, and he was insane. So he would
convince the god or some god or no, someone else.
So no, what it was he would always call his god a different name. So he'd be like, by the power of Zapman, or fucking stupid. He believed fucking lightning and everything. And one time I cast Witch's Bolt, which is a bolt of lightning, and he's like, "Are you Zapman?" I was like, "Yes, I'm the prophet of the Zap dude." I'm like, "I'm the great prophet," and he just thought I was fucking amazing, so he would do anything I said. And then
the Messiah. I am the Messiah.
Then I fucking fucked up one fight and missed 6 times, and I was like, I got the shit kicked out of him. He's like, "You're not a fucking god. You're a fake." I'm like, "No, I'm real. I am a god." He fucking one session he hated me. Then 1 session later we were fucking scheming about fucking shit up. It's he should have hated me, but nope. Next session we just started scheming about shit.
Whatever.
That was always my funnest shit. Just being like, "Yes, I am a god. Yeah, to go do that thing because I'm a god. You know."
That's what I am. Don't doubt me at all.
Those are some of the best moments for D&D.
Especially
when you get to your fucking antics, but oh my god.
Or
I like doing antics. They're funny.
or making Ireland a movie